China before, especially in Formula One. So it's going to be a very interesting weekend. Also, let me bring this up right here. LH, you see it right there, official Mercedes-Benz merch, as much as some of you might clown that. But the LH44 flag for Mercedes is going to go up this weekend, likely probably during finale lap or sometime that day. As we get ready to end the race weekend, we're going to give that flag away. Remember, super chats. So all super chats that lead up to that cutoff time, I'll put those in the wheel. And then from there, a piece of hair or something there. Then from there, the wheel will decide who's going to get that flag. But I got some things on my chest, man. I got some things I want to talk about. I got some things that just seem a little bit funny to me. Some things that seem a little bit funny to me right now. And what that is contracts. All right, and relationships. Contracts and relationships. You know, some people say don't mix business and friends or family. What's up, Lord Chaos? What's going on, brother? And I get that. A lot of times you can't mix business and family at all. It's just something that doesn't typically work, you know, because of some people don't know how to respect the dynamic of business when dealing with family. Some people don't know how to respect the dynamic of business when dealing with friends. And I got to say this. I'm hearing that Alonso is getting an offer. Now, whether it's confirmed true or not, or if it's actually factual, I'm feeling, bro, for real. I'm feeling like there's some disrespectful shit going on here. I'm feeling like things haven't really changed much. Because I'm watching Alonso, or I'm hearing about Alonso getting a contract offer that pretty much says he'll have the opportunity or the ability to move into management. Okay? So I'm not saying this is a legacy contract, but I'm saying that this is an ambassador type contract. He's going to have the ability to move into management. That's what I'm hearing. Alonso, Aston Martin. I can't blame the brother for staying. Now, what I can blame Aston Martin for is damn right allowing Stroll to have an indefinite damn contract, knowing damn well he hadn't earned it. Stroll has done nothing of a sort to earn an indefinite contract. That is purely by blood right. But Alonso, on the other hand, has. And he hasn't been with Aston Martin that long. Hasn't been with Aston Martin longer than Lewis Hamilton. I know that. And yet, Aston Martin find themselves in a position to say, you know what? We're willing to give you some other things that will take you into the future of Aston Martin in different capacities. Okay, cool. Congratulations. Congratulations, Alonso. Good deal. But this shit gets really disrespectful because it compounds the shit that we already know. It compounds the disrespect that some of us feel Lewis Hamilton has received from a team that he's paid them and given them umpteen amount of championships. Lewis Hamilton, definitely, I believe, looking for an ambassador type role, a legacy contract. He's been with this team. He's been part of giving you 8 world constructor titles. He's also collected 6 world driving championships while with you. One he got with McLaren, equaling 7. Ties the record with Schumacher. And you mean to tell me Alonso, after being there a few years, few seasons, can get a contract offer that may indeed outline him going into management, yet Mercedes wasn't going to give that to Lewis Hamilton? Hold the fuck up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. So Alonso can get a contract that may take him into the future of Aston Martin in a different capacity than a driver. Lewis Hamilton, who has taken Mercedes into championship dominance, along with everything else, but Lewis Hamilton's a key on that shit, can't get a legacy or ambassador role type contract to offer. The board says no. But then you turn around and offer Max Verstappen that deal? Oh, hell no. That shit tells me ain't much changed. So the black man can't get management role. The black man can't get a legacy ambassador type contract. But they can. That's what that shows me. If you turned around, Max Verstappen hasn't done shit for Mercedes. Max Verstappen hasn't proven that he could even handle the situation that Mercedes has been in and Lewis Hamilton has had to weather for 3 damn seasons. Max Verstappen hasn't bought Red Bull any more championships than Lewis Hamilton has bought you. He's bought them less championships. As a matter of fact, he's bought them a questionable championship that he was part of in 2021, and then another suspect championship when they broke the cost cap, and last season was his most credible championship. He's done less, far less, than Lewis Hamilton has done for Mercedes. But you gonna offer Max that type of deal? Feel free to explain to me why that shit would make sense. Feel free to explain to me if this is the case and this is all real behind the scenes, because we all know, and I think we've all learned our lesson, that where there's smoke, there's fire, and things that people say aren't might be really true. I'll sip some water. So I'm going to say this, Toto. Oh, that shit personal. It's personal now. That's a personal thing. You took it outside of business. Because if that's the type of business you could do with Max, you should have damn well been able to do it with me. But you didn't. Why not? So he don't got to bring you no championships. He's been our rival. He's been an unfair, unsportsmanlike rival on top of that. He's part of a whole situation that cheated me out of a drivers' championship, which you failed and bent the knee to. And you going to offer him that deal? And Aston Martin, no part of me are willing to offer Alonso that deal. So what this says to me is, I guess certain people can get it and certain people can't. I'm just saying how I feel, because I sat here and tried to look at I can understand why, it's cool to do that for Alonso. But if Alonso can get it after Alonso hasn't even brung Aston Martin a championship. He ain't even brought them a championship. They got a sucker-ass driver over there in Lance Stroll who can't even get on podium. But Alonso gets that. Then Max has not done one single thing for Mercedes. Not one iota. But he can get that? Nah, y'all. Shit looking crazy. It's looking crazy right now. That's what it's looking like. And I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm calling it like it's coming off to me. It's coming off to me like we all races won ain't won. It's coming off to me like we all really supposed to be together, and fair weather is not really fair. But you know what? I'm going to say this. Lewis Hamilton, bro, you probably didn't even want that shit. Mercedes is not doing anything to help you. They've wasted 3 seasons, 3 years of your career on bullshit. This the same team. Here go another example. This the same team that told that man right there, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't build cars. Let us do that. You just drive them. We know what we're doing. We know how to build championship cars. Evidently not. Because you failed, and you failed. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Shit, you fooled me 3 times, hell, I guess I'm just a fucking sucker. You basically told the man to shut up and drive. That's basically what you did. You told Lewis Hamilton to shut up and drive. You made a shit car. Then you didn't want to fold your raggedy hand. The river gave you nothing. You didn't want to fold your hand. You didn't want to eat that crow pie while it was a little snack-sized pie. So what'd you do? You went back the second season and did it again. You doubled up. So now the crow pie is bigger. It's a regular-sized pie now. It is a regular-sized pie now. You looking crazy because Lewis Hamilton sat up there and vouched for your ass by saying, my team don't make mistakes. Oh, no, they make mistakes all right, bro. They making a big mistake. You just didn't see it coming. And then you smack them in the face by saying, board won't give you that. Board won't fight for you here. Oh, board's not going to do that legacy. Oh, board don't want you to be an ambassador. You know what, bro? Fuck them. You probably didn't want it no way. If that's what it is, hey, it's all the way up, and you damn right for getting out. Now you're going to Ferrari. And now will Ferrari stay on track? And I know Ferrari, as of late, have seemed as if maybe they trying to turn a new leaf, get more diverse inside their organization, hopefully. How much that will be, I don't know. How much of Ferrari's history can they overturn to turn a new page in the book and go forward in a different way? How much of that can they actually change? We don't know Ferrari for being diverse inside their team as far as geographical location of where people come from. We don't know them for that. They just now starting to do that, and now they got Lewis Hamilton coming into the team 2025. Has Ferrari decided that, listen, we've been on a long-ass drought. Things got to change. We are technically the definition of insanity. We have been doing the same thing over and over and over again. And what has it gotten us? Shit. Gotten us nothing. We got banged up one season with cheating. They didn't let it out. They didn't tell what we really, really did. But if you read through the regulations, you can see what went on. But they fined us. Didn't divulge it, really. We got away. We kind of got away with that. And even with that, we still didn't win. It's time to change some things. So maybe they changing. But I'm still going to be looking to see. Because this is what I would expect. I would expect somebody of Lewis Hamilton's caliber, somebody of his accomplishment, somebody of his distinguished career, somebody as great as he is, somebody who has held and is still holding. Think about this shit. Lewis Hamilton been on a 3-year drought, 2-year drought. No, it's about to be 3 years. 3 years. 3-year drought. And still some of his records hold high, even while Red Bull got the most dominant car probably in Formula One history. Think about that. That's how far out ahead he is. Now he just need a car to win to extend beyond what he can extend now. Mercedes make mistakes, and they made a big one. You disrespected your relationship. I was going to say Lewis Hamilton, but you disrespected your relationship, not only with Lewis Hamilton, but with your fan base. You can do things that may come off rough, but if they're done right, it's palatable and people can say, you know what? I can understand that. That's fair game. But what y'all did, you're going to see that in your revenue. You're going to see that in your pocket. You're going to be losing way more than Lewis Hamilton. You're going to be losing revenue. You're going to be losing merch sales. Nobody out here buying George Russell shit like Lewis Hamilton's. You think people rushing about all that hill figure shit due to racing because George Russell in it? No. You think people buying 63 shit like they buying 44 shit? No. You about to take a big hit. Your sales about to be down. And I do mean you out there in the middle of the ocean ain't not down one piece of wind. Ain't no wind blowing. Your sales is flat. Get the oars out. It's time for you to really start pedaling now. Sales is down. The car is still shit. People leaving the team. And you know what? Speaking of that, why the hell y'all couldn't let Bono leave with Lewis? That damn well should have probably been a parting gift. Hey, you know what? We gonna void that whole non-compete. Bono, if you want to go with Lewis, feel free to go with Lewis. Go ahead, Lewis. That's been your guy. Been with you for that long. Feel free to go ahead and go. And y'all keep making that run. Y'all keep doing what you do. We can at least do that. We didn't do this. We didn't do that. We didn't do them things. We didn't do that thing. There's a lot you didn't do. That's something you could have did. And I want to know this. Is Mercedes eventually going to say, you know what, Lewis, listen, before you leave the sport, before you get out of here, if it's possible, we would like you to retire in a Mercedes car, in a Mercedes uniform. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't feel right for you to retire at Ferrari. Can we work something out that in the future, go get your championship. If you get your 8th championship, go ahead and get it. But if we could work something out to where we're on track to possibly give you a fighting chance for real, will you come back to Mercedes and retire in a Mercedes uniform, in a Mercedes car, and with this Mercedes team, and maybe add another championship to your record? Can we work that out? That's what I would expect respectful people to do. Somebody as distinguished and as motherfucking meddled up as that. That's what I would expect. But it seems like we can't expect those things if you look like Lewis Hamilton. You got to look like Max. And you know what? It's funny. People going to get here and say, oh, it ain't about color. Helmut Marko proved it was about color or ethnicity. He proved that when he disrespected Perez by saying that he is not capable of being as smart as the European white man, as Max Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel. He proved that. We've had several incidences that prove you're dead wrong. Oh, yeah. Color still matters in the sport of Formula One. Trust that. Racer X 210, Mercedes on a downward dive and Ferrari turning up. 2025 is going to be lit. Max better watch those mirrors next season. I feel you, bro. I feel you on that. Let me give you a big like on that, Brody. You right on that. Oh, yeah, they gonna feel that. Definitely they going to feel that. So I know a lot of people are excited about the Ferrari move. I know a lot of people are excited about the Ferrari move, and for good reason. You're excited because it's new. You're excited because you see Ferrari with 2 drivers who definitely aren't as good as Lewis Hamilton can get on podium and even get a win. You're excited to see Lewis Hamilton return back to those steps and maybe even get race wins and maybe be in a championship battle. I'm not as excited yet because I don't know if Ferrari's ready to handle what comes with Lewis Hamilton. What comes with Lewis Hamilton is diversity. What comes with Lewis Hamilton is standing up for the right thing versus putting your head in your ass or in the sand and not standing up for anything. What comes with Lewis Hamilton is a fan base that is utmost supportive and loyal and diverse. And I mean diverse in many ways. I don't know if Ferrari is all of a sudden ready to handle that because that's a lot. And those things can impact the team's performance. Some people aren't ready to handle that starship. They're not ready to handle that star power. There is no driver that is more polarizing in the sport than Lewis Hamilton. There has been no driver that has had the fan base type of situation like Lewis Hamilton. It's going to be new for Ferrari. Not Schumacher, not Vettel, none of them. Not Charles even. None of them. None of them. Nobody. It's going to be different. So I don't know if Ferrari's ready to handle that type of situation. I'm going to have to see when they get it in their hands, can they handle that rock like Kyrie Irving? Because that bro be balling. But Toto, that was absolutely dog shit what you did, man. And I think it shows Toto might be a bit more of a weasel than maybe some of us thought. And you know what? In hours, we're about to be in FP1. And this is what's crazy, y'all. Just to switch it up. We in China and not on a typical race week. We back in China on a sprint weekend. Something that already at circuits that they've been at several times gives them challenges. Now you're talking about a circuit they ain't been in damn near half a decade or so, and they come in here in a sprint format, one practice, sprint quali, sprint race, quali, then the race. Oh yeah, I will be live. I will be live 3 a.m. for sprint qualifying. I will be live for that. So you come on back here in a few hours. We're going to turn up live for the sprint quali. We're not doing quali kickback for the sprint quali. We'll do quali kickback trivia where you can win a $25 Visa gift card, which Mary Beanie won the last one. Getting that out to you, dear. We're going to be doing that on the next 3 a.m. time frame. I'm going to be live for that, for the race quali. We're going to do that then. And don't forget, we also going to raffle off, wheel spin off the LH44 flag, all super chats. I'm going to take everybody's name, throw it into the wheel. Boom, we're going to do that. But this race, I think, is going to be really interesting, in big part because they're not getting that full race weekend format, 3 free practice sessions, qualifying, and then the race, they're getting 1 FP. And then think about this. We're about to be in free practice 1 in less than 2.5 hours, I believe. About 2.5 hours. From there, another 6 hours, we're going to be there. 12, 4 hours, they going to be in sprint quali. So it's condensed. It's a lot going on. And that's going to throw somebody off. And last season, as dominant as Red Bull was, and they are, last season, these challenges of sprint weekends and mandatory tire allocations, Red Bull were not able to handle it correctly. They were not able to handle it so that they could stay in dominant form as they were before and after those type of races. Red Bull stumbled. Every mandatory tire allocation, Red Bull stumbled. They might end up in the same situation again. They don't do so well in condensed weeks where they have to be able to dial it in. And that is because Max doesn't do well unless it's absolutely dialed in exactly the way he needs it. Other than that, Max is off. So imagine Max in a car like the Mercedes. Max don't even do well when the Red Bull ain't fine-tuned to the tooth for him. Imagine him in the Mercedes. There's your rough estimate right there. And it really ain't so rough. If you can't do well in a most dominant car when it's just not all the way tuned in, you ain't doing shit in a Mercedes that's built like a piece of crap. Just saying. So we're going to see this. Still going to be interesting. The season is still awesome to me as far as watching teams try to develop, watching teams compete, watching the races. It's still very interesting. I understand people are very turned off, and it shows. The viewership is down. Participation is down. There are so many fans talking about they just done watching the sport, and rightfully so. Formula One messed up, and it's going to have a ripple effect until it just kind of dwindles down and things come back. And it's going to take, and you know what it's going to take to bring Formula One back to its peak of watching and awareness and excitement for people to be. It's going to take another 2021 season without the scandal. That's what it's going to take. It's going to take Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari that has developed to the point that now they are competitive with Red Bull. And I'll even add Aston Martin coming online, being more competitive than they were before, and McLaren not having this BS of a first front half season where they just stumbling all over their damn self, and then finally, midway through the season, they find themselves and kick it up. It's going to take that type of battle to bring Formula One back to where it was, where we were all just tuned in, ready, and just excited about the outcome of a race because we didn't know what was going to happen. Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen battling it up. Who's the best of the rest? Who's going to challenge for this race and win? It's going to take that. Until they get back there, it's going to, I'm telling you, the shit's going to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. Because your man right there, he don't have a fan base I don't know who the hell thought it was such a hot take to say Max Verstappen saved the sport of Formula One. The sport of Formula One has been failing while Max Verstappen has been reigning in championships. Did you forget about that 650,000 viewership down while Max Verstappen was champion. I mean, I don't understand where the hell we see it. It's right there. Like, you're not hiding. Dodge, man, I'll never stop watching. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna stop watching either. Well, I won't say never. I won't say never. Because there's some things that can come out and be done where I won't. Because there's some places I won't eat. There's some brand of clothes, Tommy Hilfiger, I won't buy. There's some things I won't do when I know certain things about you. So I won't say never. I won't say that. But I'm in right now. It's competitive. You know, I like racing. I like Formula One. I like narrow. I like drag. I like good point A to point B racing. Turn it on, turn it off. I don't like NASCAR. Thinking about going to a NASCAR race, but, you know, we'll see. You know, NASCAR's trying to do everything they can to be relevant and stay alive. They trying $10 kid tickets. They trying to hold damn fair at the race. They trying everything. They trying racing on dirt. Throw dirt on the asphalt. Let's race on that. Listen, the shit's still boring. It's still boring to me. I know a lot of people like, man, it's better than Formula One. Where? Where in the hell? I just gotta listen. Where in the hell is NASCAR better than Formula One? I don't, in the pit, is it better in the pits? Is the food better? I don't think so. The racing damn sure ain't better. The tracks ain't as challenging. Hell, now they trying to go to Formula One circuits. They trying to go throw dirt on them. They trying to everything they can to bring excitement to that sport because people get tired of watching this. Left-hand turns and beer. People get tired of watching that. That's what you've been doing. So now they got to turn this shit into a circus. So when people tell me that NASCAR is better than Formula One, how? Maybe you want to say as far as them enforcing their rules and their regulations and penalties, I'll probably give you that. I'll probably give you that because they done some things there. But overall, nah. I'll watch MotoGP before I watch NASCAR. Just being real. But listen, we're going to be back here in a little while, in a few hours for sprint quali and a little bit. Free practice is going to take off. We're going to watch that and see how that goes. So I know y'all going to be tuning in for that. Also, just don't forget on the weekends that Formula One does not have a race. We race here. We esports race here. So if you want to race with us, come on over. Make sure you're in the live thread 30 minutes prior to the race if you want a race request. Already ahead of time, you can send me an EA Sports platform friends invite. Not saying we friends, but you need to be on the list for me to send it to you at Wolfpack F1. And I'll go ahead and send you out an invite. If you're online, I'll send you one. Send some invites out last week, you know, just to test some waters to give people just as fun. You know, I seen somebody online send them a little invite, see what they would do. You know, that's just me. I'm that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I'm gonna check your temperature. Let's check your temperature. You run a little lame. You run a little lame. You got a lame tip right there. You need to take some hater medicine, some anti-hater medicine out. But yeah, we're gonna be here doing that. Y'all stay tuned. The season's not over. It's just starting. And then you know what? People, DG Big Blue or Navy, hoorah. People are not watching because of the way Michael Andretti is being treated, and they want the American dollars and no American team. Woo! DG Big Blue came with something on your ass right there. How you want the American dollars and you don't want to even give us a real American team? Haas is not a real American team. It's not. And if it was, it's one sad representation of one. Andretti's done what you've asked them to do, and you don't want to let them in. Alpine's sucking ass after getting all that money, and they ain't doing crap. Haas has been here, and I don't think they spend enough team money for their team to be competitive. It's basically like a Ferrari Junior. They Ferrari goodwill team. It's the Ferrari goodwill team. Haas is the goodwill of Ferrari. That's what Haas is. Let Andretti in. Shit. What? Haas cannot be doing that much for Formula One. I'm just being real. It's not. They can't be. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, chill out, get ready for sprint quality. We will be here, times and all, having a good time, trying to watch it. Qualifying has actually been pretty damn exciting and interesting. So come here, join me at 3 a.m. because I think that's what time it's going to start. But whatever time it's going to start, I'll have the live link ready very soon. And I will see you then. Wolfpack out. Peace.